All right then, gentlemen, I appreciate the thoughts, but I want to hear one last thought, and it's going to come from Purge with the last word.
We'll be able to do so. Mind control, of course, getting good far up top.
Breaks this out with the gush there.
Mid lane though, it's been caught out by a bit of a move from Jerax. He's trying to switch the Mango in to go for a Mango refraction play, but that 6 seconds far too long. Jerax setting up for Thompson in mid and making...
We'll be able to get one, Miracle will be able to get the other one as top.
And Mind Control's able to get behind the tower and get notes out. Yep. Push them away, GH.
Oh, he kills it.
He knows that Anna's got the time warp. Doesn't want to let Anna have the chance of going for it. Does mean that Anna has the time to try and turn and chase towards GH. Another gush from Mind Control will be there though. Slows down.
So for now, this tower, they will be forced to pop lift it
again. They can turn towards GH. Jerax is down that high ground. Fail's going to be out onto GH. Avalanche from Jerax is to try and close the gap to Crepify into the life drain. He just gets slowly drained down and out. He'll turn with the stick charge and a Fade Bolt. But GH's fate is sealed. Thompson.
Jerax is still in the area. He has extra camping here. He's pinging it out. He wants someone to rotate because he has the Omni.
Feeling that could be a chance to find some action mid lane. Decrepit 5 setups there. Jerax is prepared with the dust. Weehawk cannot hide in the shadows. They see him every time and the tower goes down. 8 minutes in. Top lane Mind Control getting bashed up by Anna and Notel. Another time walk available in a second. Seb running himself away from Kura again into the trees. Gets the heal up, but the Omni slash from Miracle will secure the kill down bottom. At the same time up top they find eventually Mind Control's ties as they continue to run around. It'd just be such a nuisance.
And the draft panel mentioned how hard of a Tide Hunter game it was going to be. Mind Control had a decent start, but now he is completely shut down as mid.
Gonna get the Inkspot stun onto Weehawk. GH is there to help out. Another blast. Mind Control heading over. He's only level 4 on the Tide at this point.
I think they thought he was higher level than that. Noto throws the silence on him, but it's only level 4 Tide.
Taking the life drain him down. Slows there with a stroke of fate. Will be able to crack his shell off, but Jerax with pixel perfect body blocking there. Well, I'll say that. Miracle's gonna come in with a blade through. They punish Jerax for it. They do lose Mind Control. Support for an off lane. And you're just seeing Liquid, they're having to bring the whole team to mid lane to deal with the shenanigans of this Pugna.
And immediately Miracle is now getting top, right? This is a treads into Midas Void who has pushed the Tide Hunter completely out of lane. And like we said, Mind Control, he's 1 in 3.
The Phantom Embrace, and it's such a nasty combo to Crepify, Phantom Embrace. There is no counter.
There is no counter.
There is no counter.
Well, until later. Then maybe when they get BKB. Yeah.
Oh.
Thompson.
Hey, they may
get alone.
May have done a little too far this time. They surround him. Thompson will fall finally. They're able to get that spooky little skeleton boy out of there.
Mind Control, 1 in 3 in the game again, and his game is not going to get easier.
He's got an inventory. He TP's up top. He's going to look for the set of the toss back. Mind Control still has not got that 6 in the rapid. GH has got his own level 6. Jerax is going to look to set up one of him instead. They'll throw it back into the chrono, catching the 2 of them. OG, they just can't help themselves. They can't stop making plays.
You can just tell how much fun they're having in the game. That's who they want, as they know he's just going to back up in jungle. This is getting pretty out of control already, a 5k advantage, and they're fighting Miracle. Thompson is going to get stunned up.
Miracle, he's got the blade during the Omni Slash to play around with. Soulbline's going to lock the 2 of them down together as Notel's looking to turn, moves in with the Ignite silence. The Ravage comes out, but they've already lost the 2 of them. They'll get Notel in response. But now OG, they can turn and collapse onto Mind Control, surrounding the Tide. Jerax and Thompson said they're not going to stop chasing this. A trap slow will come out. It doesn't matter. Thompson, another Decrepify blast, secures in the triple kill.
He's going for another.
They're not done yet, OG. GH has got the stolen ink swell. They'll keep their distance. Jerax closes the gap. GH is enchanted, taken out. Ultra kill for Thompson. 11 minutes in. There is nothing that can stop this man.
This is just getting so out of... Look at the net worths.
They draft it.
Pick your poison.
But ban the Monkey King. The Thompson Pugna was always going to be left in. They've got to kill him. They've got to do something about it. They'll surround him. They've got the blade through. They have got the stun. Thompson falling low. Wants a stick charge. Trying to stab with the light trap, but they kill him off. Big kill here for Liquid. Can they get more? The rest of OG have turned up. They'll focus down Miracle. Anna is coming in with the wraparound, and Anna, he's nearly got the Chronosphere back online. Liquid have to be a little careful how they approach this. Jerax forcing Weehawk away from the rest of his team. Miracle, he's trying to run. Chrono's going to be back up in 5 seconds. Quick tread switch and a time warp port from Anna allows him to close the gap. If he wants to pop the Chrono for this, he will. The 3 heroes, he's thinking about it. The Shrine has been used. They're healing up. Anna trying to find the perfect angle. No sense coming in with the round. Micah Jones back in. No Ravage though. Toss over, keeping them bunched together. Anna, he's still trying to see if he can find that perfect opportunity. He may not even need it. The Phantom Embrace. It's on Micah Jones. The output of the damage from Seb's impetus is too much for Micah Jones to withstand. There's the catch. He'll get Miracle separated. He's shut down, silenced up. He did get the Blade Fury off, but the Soul Mind Control with the impetus is far too much for him to deal with. As OG,
oh my god, they keep looking for more.
They're just giving us the repeat of game 2.
In the same exact area, at the same exact time too. It's like 12 minutes in. 10 heroes gathered around the Ancients areas. Weeha's like, okay, well, I can't really fight this. I have to find my own time. Weeha's actually going to go for a Blink Dagger to try to match and be able to fight and be able to respond to OG's aggression.
Look at the drag. Onto Jarrett with that telekinesis, but again, OG, they just have the numbers here. Liquid are not ready to take these fights.
This is just an absolute dismantling coming up from OG. They're not giving them any room at all. And it's not this time like they have all these long duration. They have minuses.
I mean, Miracle. He walks into lane. He nearly dies immediately to the combo. Control on Thompson. Again, the surrender with a 4-line avalanche, but Jarrett takes him out. Mind Control, past the Ravage. Have they got the damage to finish these two up? Thompson's still alive. He's able to back off, and now again, the rest of OG's turned up. Seb's in the neighborhood. Toss over for Jarrett. Guro and GHB focus the X-Well on Jarrett. Does it hit Guro? It doesn't matter. No tell. Has the stroke of fate, and it's enough alone. This is now a 10K. There's an untouchable Enchantress. There's a Pugner with Decrepify. There's a Void with Time Walk. There's Phantom Embraces. They just have all the answers, OG.
And OG's, look, Ana is pushing bottom by himself, while in the mid lane, they're taking that tower as well. Weeha is jungling the enemy jungle. This has gotten completely out of hand. OG just... It looks like they have Liquid's notebook and they're just looking through and they're like, oh, this is where they're going to be next. This is what they're going to do next. They just have a perfect read of what Liquid's trying to do in the game.
Dagger and Thompson now on top of her. Of course, it's already a very stacked item build of Veil and Ether Lens.
They might just
17 minutes in.
Thompson's just going to start poking high. 1,000 gold per minute lead to the side of OG with this type of draft.
Liquid, they're going to try their best to push this away. OG, they have Chronosphere.
Liquid's wrapping around. They've got a smoke. They've got the Ravage.
Top tower is under attack.
Can they catch OG here? Jarax is the one standing up toward the front lines, waiting to see if something does happen. Tower's already dead. They're already working on their axes.
And if Liquid's gonna make a move, they're gonna make it soon, but they're not gonna get the chance to. Jarrett jumps in on top of Mind Control. Phantom Embrace upon him. No chance for a Ravage, but he's back immediately.
They know the only way that they can get caught is if it's from a wraparound. Jarax just waiting there in position. They even have an Ops. They even put down a sentry to take out Liquid's vision too. Liquid has no vision of these backlines now.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under
And they're taking the racks. 18 minutes in.
My God. This is unbelievable.
2 games in a row. But OG is just giving us the showcase of their lifetime.
It's been like 6 or 7 minutes since Liquid has been able to even find a kill. And it's been GH has been the one getting them, but it's not even these big ones because, like we said, they can't even get aggressive onto the map at all. As Seb just continues to stand in the base. He's a bit far forward here.
Look at the multicast. Anna's going to come in with a backup. They're trying to get on top of at least someone. They'll find Nozel. Anna's surrounded. He still has the cross. He gets the 3 of them. Thompson's able to turn with the life drain. Miracle's there. Mind Control walks back into the corner, making it a beautiful 4-man. Double kill for Thompson. He'll start to run them down one by one, pushing Liquid back towards the fountain. Mind Control. It's a dieback effectively. No buyback available. Still on cooldown for 6 minutes.
They're just playing on a totally another level right now. The way they're taking the fights, even 10,000 experience lead, and that Dota Plus does say the 99% right now. So only a 1% right now for Liquid. It doesn't feel like that as well.
They get the play off the time. Anna!
They actually get it
down. We are having to get in with the Blink Mail. Can they get more out of this? Notel will pick up the rune, has Thompson by his side, but Liquid they're chasing. They're looking to move on to the high ground turnaround there. Jarrett's in with the combo. The healing wall is not enough to keep Miracle alive. Miracle's dead for over a minute as OG. They can now go back to chasing for more. GH tries for the TP out. Seb finds him. Doesn't get enough damage in time. GH will escape. Decrepify's there. Liquid, they do get in. Take down a second as they'll find Notel with the toss back. Avalanche for Jarrett. Catches the 2 of them. He's got the invis. They don't have detection. They've got AoE. So we are
with the refraction.
They will let him be. He's going to be able to blink, or is he? He's not going to be able to blink. He's not going to be able to blink. Thompson.
The ward is down. He popped refraction. He gets hit by the damage. He can't actually blink. Any carry looks at this and like, wow, I wish my mid player would go around killing everybody every 5 seconds. It's looking pretty out of control here as it's a 19,000 gold lead and they just keep this aggression. Liquid just can't even get their lanes pushed out in this game. All stacked up outside the base. OG keeping them trapped inside of there. They have everything ready. They have all their tools available to fight.
They've got a rod of Atos on set now as well. Find Control, find the jumper with the Ravage. Rehaz it as well. Do they have the damage out in time? They do. They kill on Thompson. There's a lot of money going the way of Kuroki though. Can they get more out of this? Omni Stash bouncing around Jared. A buyback comes out for Thompson. He wants to rejoin the fight. As OG turns, they'll get one. There's the setup again. Anna with a 3-man chrono catches them all. Double kill for Anna. The top 7 disable. Taking down Miracle. The Phantom embraces on Corona. They chase him up to the base. Triple kill for Anna. 2 buybacks to come out from Liquid, but no Tide or Juggernaut available to offer their services for this defense.
And they've already used everything. The Tidehunter Ravage, Jug Omni. I actually think Mind Control may have sold some of his items just to be able to purchase that Blink Dagger for the fight. And even then, they can't even come close to coming out ahead of it.
I mean, they got Thompson.
They got him, but he's back.
That was it. They'll get another jump in. Mind Control trying to commit. Jarrett just turns with the tossed avalanche combo. Mind Control out of the game once more. We are trying to jump in, find at least Thompson, but he's not going to get it. OG surround him, outnumber them, a toss up, back to the grave. GH is dead, GG is called. OG take game 3, and dare I say even in a more devastating fashion than game 2. It didn't look like it could get any worse for Liquid after that second game, but I think it just did.
I think they have to find a different type of draft. I don't think the Tidehunter plus the Templar Assassin can work when you're playing versus OG. They seem to just know exactly what they want to do versus it with this Grimstroke, even with this Pugna, even with the Enchantress as well.